Hello teacups, welcome back. What's brewing? So today we have another video, another chicken sandwich. It's Chantal in her car, which is always a great sign. Today I am wearing my t-shirt Current Sport Running Out of Time, which feels very appropriate to our friend Chantal. But let's just get into the mukbang. She's uploading them a lot recently. She's been on quite a run of them. But I suppose it gives me something to do, so why not? Let's see what's going on, shall we? I do have a sped up to 1.2. I haven't been doing that recently, but I listened back to a little bit of it with her on 1.2 and it seemed fine. So I don't think it's going to affect the listening, but we'll give it a go. Do a little experiment.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Oh. She's got her tray up very, very high.
I don't feel like editing today, okay? I know that's lazy, but oh, what a day I've had. Oh my god. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's one of those days from hell. I'm just gonna be thankful.
Why?
To be
she doesn't tend to keep to positivity very much, but I do hate it when people kind of vague film. You know how they put vague statuses up on social media? This is kind of the equivalent to be like, oh, it's been such a day, but I'm not going to talk about it. Well, then why are you filming it? Why mention it at all? Like, share it with your viewer, or don't. You don't have to. But if you're going to, then share it.
alive by celebrating by eating Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so hungry. Maybe I get hangry.
Being alive.
So I think I got a combo. It's got some blackened ranch here.
What in the seven hells is blackened ranch? Why do you blacken chicken? You don't blacken ranch. Oh, I don't like ranch anyway, but what?
Oh man, I've been craving their Creole chicken sandwich. Oh. So we don't have the Popeye's chicken sandwich that the States has yet, but we have our own Canadian versions of sandwiches.
I'm betting it's gonna taste like a chicken sandwich. Like every other spicy chicken sandwich you've gotten from every other fast food joint in the last year. I'm betting. Actually, they have Popeyes in KSA. I had a look because I just wanted to see, but there are some apparently around here. I could go. Fast food is massively popular here, especially because there are certain things you can't do here. Like there isn't. You can get non-alcoholic drinks, obviously. There isn't a massive bar culture because alcohol isn't allowed in the country. So going to malls and eating out and food is a much bigger part of socializing here. And I know with COVID, that has been less of it, but there's a lot of fast food joints here. And because chicken is fine, if you eat meat, you can eat chicken. It's not banned the way, say, pork is. There's a lot of them.
We have, I got the Creole chicken. I hear the seagull. I'm in the McDonald's parking lot eating Popeyes. But I hear that same seagull that was probably the same seagull that was here before, calling all his pals.
How do you know it's the same?
I can't give him any fries because they're seasoned. And I don't want to hurt him. Although, can he eat seasoned fries?
When she did the last time, I was like, don't feed him fries at all. He's a bird. If human beings don't really need fries, he probably doesn't need them.
Is there a limit to what seagulls can eat? Who knows at this point? Alright, guys. Alright, hold on a sec. So hungry. Should never let myself get this hungry because then I get angry and just like want to eat everything in sight. Creole chicken. So this is what this chicken sandwich looks like. It's got big patty, Creole sauce, lettuce, tomato, and a soft bun. The bun is so soft.
I will say, you guys, she has shown us some gross looking sandwiches before, and especially because she likes sauces so much, I'm always a bit like, no, thank you, that doesn't look appetizing at all. But in as far as a fast food sandwich can look appetizing, this one doesn't look so bad. The bun looks quite tasty. The chicken patty inside looked decent. Like, as far as fast food goes, this don't look so bad. I'm sure she's about to disgust me with it anyway, but in the pre-eating stage, it looks all right.
And we have...
Why does she lick her palm? Wipe your goddamn hands, stop licking your palm. I understand licking your fingers if you're putting something in on the... Oh. But licking your palm. She's done it before.
Cajun fries. Popeyes has like the best Cajun... Oh, the fries, and they're hot. Ouch.
They look good too.
Ouchie.
They sound fresh, crispy.
All right.
I might just be hungry. I've only had coffee so far today. Maybe that's my issue. I'm sure this video will cure that.
Got my blackened ranch.
Blackened
I'm
ranch.
gonna be acting weird today because I'm super tired.
That's not why you're acting weird.
And you know how I do. Anyway, I waited forever for this because I got stuck behind two cars that ordered buckets of chicken. Always get stuck behind the bucket chicken people. Okay, let's have some fries. Dip it in the ranch. Peanut.
Looks like a friend.
And I got a Diet Coke.
Of course.
Because I don't like how sweet the regular soda is. Sometimes I crave regular soda, but...
No, I don't, because either you don't like how sweet it is, or you do. I do recommend not drinking your sugars, but least of your problems right now, but why add that to the meal? But you're essentially saying you didn't feel like it today, which is fine, but yeah, clearly she prefers to drink her fruits and vegetables rather than her sugars. Despite the fact they're the same thing.
Anyway, plus, when I don't, if I can opt for not drinking my calories, I'd rather just eat them than drink them.
I bet she's had a Starbucks on the way to
you know.
Though. Speaking of not drinking your calories, how was the Starbucks?
Let's do this.
Oh,
You like?
the sauce dripping. Oh, man, she was about to pop out of her blouse then. But she doesn't look comfortable at all because she's got to have it up so high now because she wants the view in the camera. It's got to get over her body shape as she's sitting. But she looks kind of trapped between the tray and the car seat because she's got it so close up here. That can't be comfortable.
We're sliding down. The Creole sauce is soaking. I've been running around all day.
What time is it? It looks quite early. It's quite bright out.
All I had was a bowl of my all-brand buds that I eat with blueberries.
Okay, so you have breakfast.
Excuse me.
And again, her health breakfast. I'm telling you, despite how crazy her mukbangs have been, I'm betting she starts every day thinking today's going to be the day, and then she gets the next meal and it's not. She wouldn't be eating those all-brand things if there weren't some faint voice in the back of her head saying, you haven't given up.
I've been up early. I'm trying to have my sunglasses on because my eyes, I look like a Walking Dead.
It's early just morning for you.
And it's still not done. I still have a couple of errands to run.
What have you been doing all day? We haven't seen her go out and do errands in a while. I love she's like, oh, it's been so busy. Like, you're doing basic adult things from the sound of it. You left your house. It's exhausting.
Life, eh?
Don't lick it. Just eat it.
Big chunk of chicken. There's a car there.
Oh, she clocked that quite quick. What do you want? You're in a car park in front of a restaurant. He probably wants food. Surely you understand that. She gets so paranoid about it. You know, these aren't binges. She's not ashamed. It's not the same thing. But God forbid anybody come too close and judge her.
Maybe they're also doing a YouTube video.
Maybe they're just going into a restaurant or parking their car. That's also a valid possibility. You're the exception, not the rule, my darling.
Popeyes was advertising a new honey hot chicken. It was like on the regular chicken with the bones.
I guess like a barbecue coating.
I wasn't in the mood for bones.
Don't want them getting in the way of swallowing it whole.
But it did look good. Has anyone tried it?
To be fair, sometimes you just want boneless, but...
You know what?
Blouse is going.
I'm gonna have to start keeping napkins.
Start?
Using Kleenex. Because I never get any. And I forget to ask.
Yeah, well, that would be a you problem then, wouldn't it?
I mean, they're important. I don't know why I forget, but...
Obviously not that important.
I guess they're not that important to me.
Yeah, exactly. If it was important, it would be important enough to ask for. Sorry, the call to prayer just started because I timed these things wonderfully. You'll hear it in and out. Didn't she say she was keeping? She had a packet. I mean, she's obviously used them, but I'm surprised that she doesn't just automatically keep a pack. She does so much eating in her car. You would think it would automatically be in her dashboard. Not her dashboard, her glove compartment. Sorry. Words. More coffee.
So, I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. Say hey.
Hi.
Say hey, how's your day?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for giving me something to do.
So good.
I was a little bit bored the last few days.
I like fresh, crunchy fries.
They do sound like they were freshly cooked. I hate the fact that I can decipher those sounds. I hate the fact that I'm so familiar with them. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that sounds fresh. What am I doing with my life?
I saw my Gramps today.
Well, that's nice. You gotta be careful, but that's nice.
Sucks I can't give her a hug.
Yeah, be careful.
Gotta be really careful with her.
I hope you're wearing a mask.
Get her groceries.
Calm down, the fries aren't running away.
And do any of you care for an elderly family member?
Beautiful.
It's difficult, you know, watching someone you love just like lose their independence more and more. You know?
Yeah, I get that. My grandfather moved in with my mum before he passed. And you have to just keep an eye on him, you know?
I'd love to get a place, like move her in with me, but we only have 2 bedrooms, so.
I mean, that was your choice, so I'd say you obviously don't love the idea that much because you recently moved and you could have accommodated that. But I don't want to get on her for caring for a family member, you know? Credit where credit is due, and I do try and give her credit when credit is due. It's nice of her to be checking in, you know? And I know there's a lot of talk saying, well, grandma pays, but we've never seen evidence of that, I don't think. If I'm wrong, put it down below. We assume because she's such a spendthrift that she must be getting money from somewhere. We were actually talking about this yesterday on DC's Live, just saying, like, where are they getting the money? She has previously said, and she said this before her channel grew a bit more, that she earned about $1,000 a month and then put it all the way back into food. Obviously her channel has grown, but she also pays more now, I think. Her rent is a bit more expensive. She does spend a lot of money on food, but she's been making a lot of big purchases. And my bet is she just has a lot of credit cards or a lot of debt on 1 or 2 credit cards, and that she's using her YouTube money to pay off the minimum, maybe the interest. That is a train that will stop eventually because you hit the limit on those cards and you hit the limit on those cards. You can apply for more, but you know. So I think she's just living on credit a lot more in terms of some of the big purchases, like she wanted to buy that camera, things like that, because I don't know how Canada social services work in terms of social help. I know in the UK, well, last time I looked, I've never claimed benefits in the UK or anywhere, but I had a family member who did for a little while, and she got like job seekers allowance. But then you had to prove that you were looking for a job. So there's certain proof that she would have to show if she were on any kind of benefit, and if she was on that benefit, the government would be looking into her finances. So I'd be interested how much of her YouTube income she declares, but I'm of the belief that I don't think she's claiming benefits, and I don't necessarily, I mean, I'm sure the family help her occasionally, but I don't necessarily think she's getting regular payments from the family either. What was the point I was making with this? Oh yeah, the grandma. So I know people think, oh, she gets paid to take care of her. I don't actually believe that. I can't tell you why I don't, but I don't actually believe that. I think it's nice she checks. Now, I do think with COVID, you do have to be extra careful, especially as it sounds like her grandma is getting more frail. It appears from what we've heard thus far that Chantal is the closest one to her and she checks in on her the most. So she brings her groceries. We've got to assume she sees her once a week. With COVID, you have to be super careful. But I would really worry if she lives alone, especially with how isolated COVID is making some people, that if she's getting that frail, you're going to have to check in on her more and talk to your family maybe, get other people to check on her. Does she know her grandma's neighbors? Could she get them just to like do an everyday thing? Because if her grandma falls and can't get to the phone, I mean, she just had a phone call and she dismissed it because she was eating. Like, you don't know who's calling. I mean, if it was her grandma, I'd like to think she'd stop and answer it. But if her grandma falls and can't get to the phone and she's frail and Chantal only sees her once a week, that's a genuinely dangerous situation, because you could rely on neighbors before kind of now when we were isolating to maybe be like, oh, I haven't seen her for a day or two. I should go knock the door, you know, in some parts of the world. But with COVID making us more separate, it's not unusual to not see people. Anyway, just a random thought I'm kind of following, but essentially, long story short, I'm a little bit worried for Chantal's grandma, and I hope there's someone closer checking in on her more regularly than once a week.
She doesn't want to move in with anybody, but
I can understand that.
I think
You or anyone.
eventually be a good idea, you know, so that we're more readily able to take care of her. Even getting up to get a glass of water is difficult, you know.
You see, that's what I mean. If it's difficult for her to do even basic movement, what's she gonna do if she gets up one day and just her leg goes and she's stuck on the floor? You know, it's a really scary thought. And I'm glad, as I say, credit to her, I'm glad that Chantal checks in on her. But if her movement is that compromised, she'll need some more help.
When you start getting like arthritis in your hips, and I ordered her a cane. Maybe that will help, you know.
I mean, it might do.
Walk around the house with it.
Probably personal checks is going to be a better idea. I mean, even if it's a case of calling her, or I know introducing older people, especially as old as her grandma sounds. I mean, I don't know how old she is, but if she's frail, she might not want to learn Skype or something like that. But personally, I would want to be like, here is a very cheap piece of technology. This is how you do Skype. If this rings, press this button, just so I could physically see her every day, even if I couldn't visit every day.
Creole sauce on this burger is so good. I can't describe it. It's like a
foodie.
Cajun kind of flavor.
That was perfect.
I guess. With more garlic or something? I don't know.
Yes. That was a wonderful review.
Je ne sais pas.
Our French speaker.
Reminds me of a French song Baby used to listen to. Na, 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 je ne sais pas. Je ne sais plus. I don't know how it goes.
Because you don't speak French. Because you don't speak French.
I'm so tired. Like, I couldn't even.
I got up in the morning.
If I wanted to do a video that would be like require much effort.
I mean, to be fair, I appreciate her new setup in the last video. I do. But once you've got that setup done, once you've got the lighting, you've got the background, it's no more effort than your old videos were. Yes, the 1920s one will be more effort. The 1950s, had she researched it at all, would have been more effort. There are ways to do higher effort videos. But generally speaking, mukbangs are not something that require much effort. So to be like, oh, I couldn't have done a high effort video. You barely ever do high effort videos. That's not what this subgenre is designed around.
So, with the time warp video, I just did one not long ago, so.
Does anyone else, when she says time warp, in their brain just go, it's just a jump to the left?
I'm gonna probably do it on Monday.
Good. What day is it? It's Friday today, I think. Hang on. The 8th. What day are we on? Saturday. Yay! I want to see it, you guys. I want to see it. I'm here.
I didn't get my stuff from Fashion Nova, so.
Was she waiting on a costume from Fashion Nova? I know she got the accessories, but is that why she was waiting for it?
And do that video.
Do it. I'm here for
I
it.
forgot that I ordered earrings. I ordered a couple pairs of earrings. I was like, ooh, yeah.
Nice.
I need to stop ordering from Amazon.
Might be nice to manage your money a little better. I tried to order some things off Amazon the other day and it's been really difficult because for some reason, all of the delivery times have now jumped to the beginning of September. I don't know if maybe just borders being closed, it's making it harder to get it into the country because so much is imported into this country. But the lead times on it were ridiculous on lots of things.
Every single day, there's a parcel out front of our door.
Sounds secure. So if you know where she lives, go pick it up.
It's just so easy to shop online.
Yeah, it is.
I ordered a chair. Like a super heavy duty folding chair.
Ooh.
Goes up to like 500 pounds or something. It's a big heavy duty chair. And it has like a little table on the side. I want to like sit outside. But not with the cats. I don't trust them.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not going to argue the weight limit of the chair. Like if it breaks, it breaks. But clearly she's thought about it at least. When we saw the balcony, wasn't there something wrong with the floor? It was dipped or it was caving in or something? Like I'm not sure. Even as someone who's not putting the pressure on it that she would be, I'm not entirely sure I would trust that. It didn't look well made. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it. I could just be remembering wrong. On the other hand, I will say it's kind of nice that she's doing something to use the area, as long as it's safe to use.
I mean, I trust BBJ, but Sam, since he jumps on the banister, if he jumped up on the rail, that would be it. I don't trust him.
Yeah, rightly so, I would say.
Even with me out there, all it takes is a split second.
Cats will do.
Way.
Cats will do what cats will do.
The thought horrifies me. Sorry, Sam. You're gonna have to stick to windows for now. Next place I move, God willing, and bank account willing, I'd like to have a yard.
I just want to say, like, next place we moved, she is so sick of that apartment. She has mentioned this before. She hasn't been in there long. I think she hates the stairs. I think she hates the stairs. 2, I love that she said bank account willing. Like, that's an interesting fact as well. When we turn about bank accounts, like, I don't know how it works in Canada, but I'm guessing if you're renting an apartment and you're not getting a guarantor, you have to prove that you can afford that apartment. So that's why, like, to an extent, she must be reporting her income because they would need to check it to see if she could afford to rent, right? I mean, if she's getting family members to co-sign her as guarantors, then that's all irrelevant because it would be more on what they earn than what she earns. But you would think.
Fenced in, tall enough fence, so that I could have Sam roaming around.
Good luck with that.
You know?
They would climb it. The cats.
And BB Junes if she's still around, but honestly.
Have her cats always been indoor cats? Because if so, I don't think taking them outside anywhere is a good idea.
I could see the age in her. She's got to be like probably 18 by now. Poor girl. She was such a good cat.
She's already dead to me.
My BBJ. She's always around me, you know. I know I don't put her in as many videos because she just sleeps a lot, you know. I say you know a lot, I do.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Alright. I better go get what I need to do over with and just...
It's tough being an adult. Look at her. She's literally just sitting there like... You're running errands. You're not climbing Everest. Although I know you think you can do that too. It's a couple of errands and you're in a car and you're clearly well fed. But just go fucking do them.
Go to bed early. I think I won't have a problem going to bed early. I say that, like I'm tired during the day and then at night I seem to just be full of piss and vinegar and energy. It's so weird and annoying.
It's not weird. I understand it is annoying. I'm the same in the fact that I do tend to have a very messed up schedule. If I don't have my work keeping me on a day schedule, I will naturally shift to night. Part of that is going to be her diet because eating what she eats will keep her awake a lot of the time. And part of it, like, it's just sometimes we have natural cycles that way, and she would do well. I've been taking melatonin recently, and it's been really good for regulating that sleep cycle, because when I want to go to sleep, I can just take it. It's finding the right balance. I tried it in China and I took 10 milligrams and I felt a bit zombie-ish when I woke up. It wasn't very good for me. But I've got 3 milligram pills here, and 3 isn't enough. But when I double it up and I take 6, it's a good balance, where I was having a problem where I was like, no, I need to regulate my sleep, and I go to bed and I just lie there for hours, and I'd end up having to get back up. And the melatonin really helps with that. So I take it about midnight, and then I can sleep decently. And when I'm back on schedule, I'll take it earlier and try and get a decent night's sleep, because it is really disruptive. And when you're dealing with it, and it's a valid problem that I can believe she deals with, she doesn't have a schedule keeping her doing anything. So there's no reason for her to be tired when people would usually be tired, you know? But I think it would help her mentally a lot if she were able to regulate to a day schedule.
I don't feel normal. Maybe I should just accept that I'm not normal. I mean, I think I would just be so much happier.
It doesn't make you happy so far.
What does normal even mean? You know, what is normal?
Yeah. There is really no such thing as normal. Normal is whatever you live with regularly, you know? So there's no comparative state of normal. There's certain expectations that people have, whether you live up to them or not. So yes, in that sense, you'd probably be happier if you'd stop trying to live up to this whatever expectation you have in your head that you think people want. But then you'd be happier if you'd stop worrying about other people and their opinion and how it affects your life, which is something you really struggle with online here. If you valued other people's opinion less, you wouldn't have some of the problems you have. So instead of being like, I'm struggling to try and be normal, look at your life, look at what's going to make you happy and healthy. I'm not just saying dive into mukbangs a bit longer, and see what changes you want to make, you know? She takes a truth that actually is valid, but she doesn't really engage with it.
Everyone's trying to be normal. Seems like an elusive meaning. Anyway, I was gonna cook. Where am I gonna have the time tonight, honestly? By the time I get home tonight, it'll be way past dinner.
So what
I
time
don't
is
like
it?
eating right before bed. That's when I feel the grossest, you know?
Bullshit.
Like, I saw someone comment on everything I ate yesterday from Red Lobster, but it's like,
Yeah.
you must feel like crap after. Number one,
Yeah.
I didn't eat the whole thing, but
You ate enough and it was creamy, fatty crap, which you can't handle because you don't have a gallbladder. You have constant bathroom problems, so there's no way you didn't feel like crap at the end of that. You were sitting there like heavy breathing, like, oh, no, I won't eat those. I know that leaving some of it is kind of a justification in your head that, okay, I didn't do so badly. I wasn't that ridiculous because I didn't eat all of it. But the amount you ate was extreme, and there's no way you felt good at the end of it. Whatever you're convincing yourself, however you're justifying the fact that you didn't finish it, you still ate a solid, what did I figure out? Over 4,000 calories? Come on now.
I ate early enough. By the time I went to bed, I was hungry again, you know?
That's an issue.
So no, I didn't feel like crap because I really, there was a lot of time in between. Like I didn't eat after that for like 12 hours.
Yeah, giving it time to digest will have helped, but you also shouldn't be sitting there going, okay, I'm gonna gorge myself, then not eat for 12 hours, then go to bed hungry, whatever schedule you're on there. Like, that's not good for you.
I was full for a while, that's for sure.
No wonder.
But,
It was 4 days worth of food.
So, I don't know, and no energy, so I'll have to put off the recipe I was gonna make for whenever I'm having a bit more energy, guys. So, I really want to replicate a Simply Sarah recipe one of these days.
Hey. I was talking about Simply Sarah yesterday. Confirmation she watches my channel? Hi, girls. Although, should she be replicating Simply Sarah's? Like, I wouldn't... God loves Simply Sarah, but I wouldn't say her recipes are a picture of health. Like, I don't think she needs to add that to her repertoire.
Not the famous or infamous bologna salad. And you know what? The bologna salad looked really good to me because I like bologna. I would
That does not surprise me. You like some crap.
eat that shit on crackers. I would eat that. I would eat that up. Heck yes. I don't think there's anything she makes that doesn't look very appealing to me. Maybe some of the vegetarian meals.
Of all the stuff she makes, the vegetarian meals don't appeal.
I know that's bad because I tried being vegan, vegetarian for so many times. And
to be fair, I haven't done a deep dive of Simply Sarah. I don't know what it looks like because her stuff seems to be terrible for you and isn't always framed in the best way. It's the kind of stuff, again, that you'd make it. I'm sure it's got enough delicious things in it that it would taste good, but it's not always presented beautifully. Let's put it that way.
You're optimistic about it at first. You're like, oh yeah, it tastes good, like the meat replacement meal stuff, but after a while it gets sickening. It just tastes really processed.
Considering she hates vegetables and hates meat replacements so much, it just makes her constant going back to veganism more bizarre.
So, but other than that, like all her meals look really, 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 really good, you know? So I wanted to try myself. Anyways, I'm just rambling, you know? Just wanted to say hi to you guys, you know?
I was just gonna eat my dinner anyway, so I figured I'd earn some money off of it. You grab that coin.
I want to try to do videos like as often as possible, right?
I mean,
so.
And to be fair, she's spending money like water right now. I'm not even judging her on that. Like, you get your coin.
There's some mukbangers, some creators who do videos every single day. So
I think you would die, but give it a go.
You know.
Her body's gonna give out before her channel does, I tell you.
But anyways, good night, you guys. I appreciate you watching me, and I love you guys. I really do.
We've got a lot more video.
I love you guys. So yeah, I'll be able to sit outside now, enjoy the nice weather, friggin' hot weather, in the evening at least.
I don't think this is gonna happen because when it's hot, she doesn't want to be out. In the evening, it will be either too dark to film or there'll be mosquitoes all the way to hell. So I think we're gonna end up not seeing her.
So I went for a drive the other night in the country.
What did you eat?
Oh my god, the moon was beautiful. It was like a full moon. Oh, it was so beautiful. I just parked my car. There was no one around, and just walked up a dirt road, and just the breathing in the air and this.
One sounds extremely safe. I thought you said you couldn't exercise in the park because you were worried people were gonna accost you. What are you doing driving into the country and walking down dirt roads in the dark? And two, what did you eat? Because you never do these journeys without eating. If we get a mukbang of Twilight from a car pretty soon, we're gonna know exactly when she filmed it.
Stars. Oh my god, you don't see the stars where I am. Too much light pollution, you know. Is that seagull here? Oh, there's like garbage bags of McDonald's on the grass. That makes me mad. I mean, I let my car fill up with garbage before I would dump it on the ground and then clean out my car. It's been pretty clean though. There's no fast food wrappers in it.
She says, sitting in front of a load of fast food wrappers. I know that's not her point. It's just me being silly, but...
But I don't know if I don't go out for fast food really anymore. If I...
I don't go out like that's a virtuous thing. You're sitting in front of an empty fast food wrapper outside. Do you think ordering in makes it any... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she's amusing today.
Order, it's usually Uber Eats, or not Skip the Dishes anymore, but Uber Eats, or, you know. But yeah, just put your garbage in the effing garbage. I'm not saying I've never littered, but no, I don't throw a whole bag of garbage out on the ground.
I think you litter or you don't, and it's not like you're better or worse if you do it sometimes. But yeah, I kind of get a point. I'm like, it's a restaurant. Clearly there's going to be some kind of garbage. Like, go put it in the garbage. It's not hard.
I'm grumpy. When I'm grumpy and tired, I just hate everybody. Everybody pisses me off, including my own self, okay?
You're like that every day. Do you never
I'm a
sleep?
bit less moody since I ate. But you know what? No matter how many happy pills I take, how many like antidepressants, no matter what I do, if I don't get enough sleep, and I'm talking like at least 8 hours, I feel really good when I get 8 to 9 hours. If I don't get that, then I'm a total bitch.
I don't want to be the one to break this to you, but you're mostly a total bitch. So, how much sleep do you get regularly?
But my mom does that. She talks and spells things. I don't know why she does that. She always does that. Like, especially around the dog, I think because the dog understands certain words. So
you do know why she does it.
I'm gonna go for, you wanna go for a WALK?
No.
Or,
never.
I want some CHEESE. Because he'll know the word whenever you say he loves cheese, right? She doesn't want to give him too much of it, obviously. It's not great for him, but one time I had like a cheese and cracker and my hand was dangling down for some reason. Low enough. All of a sudden I just feel his underbite scrape my fingers. He stole my whole cracker and cheese. It was like a long Melba toast too. That little shit.
And she's never forgiven him. Although, if you're standing there, you know there are animals around and you're dangling food at eye level for them, I'm not sure what you were expecting, really.
Oh man, I'm not a dog person, but you know what? I love dogs.
What?
That
doesn't make sense.
Shih Tzus are not my favorite, honestly. They're cute, but little dogs, I don't like their attitude as much as like bigger dogs. I don't know. I'm
with you in that.
Although I love dash hounds, like the wiener dogs.
Aww.
I think if I were to get a dog, I would love to have like a Borzoi or a bloodhound, like a hound dog. They're so, oh my god, their big floppy ears and their bark and their short legs. Oh, I love.
Does she maybe identify with these dogs a little bit? Although, I'd feel so sorry for the poor animal. I mean, you need to be able to walk a dog. You really do. Even the dogs that are designed to need less exercise, like you gotta give them a fighting chance.
I love most animals. I don't really care about monkeys, honestly. Maybe because they're so close to humans. I don't know. And sharks. Well, fuck you, sharks.
Do you deal with many monkeys and sharks?
They attack people. I know they're just being it. I know there's a lot of animals that attack people, like bears and things, but
I would think in Canada, bears is a more immediate concern as you do your walks in the moonlight in the forest. But I don't think a shark's going to jump out of a tree at you.
Maybe it's because they're not cute, you know? It's hard to hate an animal that's cute. Anyways, I like snakes. I find snakes cute. A lot of people are afraid of them.
No.
Why are we all afraid of bugs? Like bugs are the small. We're not afraid of tigers, but we're afraid of bugs, you know?
No. If it's got more than 4 legs or less than 2 in the natural scheme of things, I ain't doing it.
Because bugs are ugly. They look like little weird alien creatures. Ugh. Ah, maybe it's all the legs. I don't know.
So
I have this thing
clearly you do understand why people don't like bugs.
with like lots of legs. Like I feel ticklish inside whenever I see like a centipede with like all those legs. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Lights Out. Did you ever see that movie? Lights Out, horror movie. The short horror. It's on YouTube. Lights Out. You should look it up. It's like what, a minute long, and it's like so much better than the entire movie that was made.
I don't know.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go do the rest of what I gotta do, then go home, get a good night's rest, and hopefully wake up refreshed to do a video for you guys tomorrow. All right, so thank you for listening to me babble about nothing and everything all at once, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, guys, stop this. This is your basic day-to-day mukbang. I was excited about the update on the 1920s. Never she's like, oh, I'm too exhausted to cook. She hasn't even finished her day yet. I don't think cooking would be that hard, but it's up to you. She's gonna find an excuse to eat, so let her make the excuse. I am a little bit worried about her grandma. I hope she's getting enough support to be living if she's a bit frail, but I have already got into that. And yeah, I guess we'll see if those hauls or if that time warp video comes to fruition. I hope it does. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if she remakes Simply Sarah, and I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Feel free to put your comments, questions, concerns down below. How do you think this is going? How much longer do you think this cycle of mukbangs is going to last? She seems to be getting comfortable in it. But again, like, there's no way she doesn't feel like crap after this food. There's no way. That was a reasonable meal in as much as it was a single meal. So I could see that being part of her day. But the big multiple meal mukbang she's been doing just recently are very concerning. And there's no way, whatever she's saying, there is no way she doesn't feel like crap for at least a little bit of a while. So let me know down below. I will see you next time, and hopefully we'll have an exciting 1920s mukbang soon. Bye bye everybody.